I just pulled these 3 garlic cloves right out of this pot, along right here. We're going to set this garlic pot aside, and I'm going to show you guys how to manage the cloves. 2 really cool ways to get the skins off of these. The very first method is going to be like this. You're going to break off that little tail. You're going to take a little bit of squeeze to it like this. And then as that's coming off, you'll have a little bit that stays on. And all you need to do to get the rest off is rub it between your fingers. And that will get the rest of the skin loose. Because this one broke on my squeeze, this is going to be perfect for minced garlic. Alright, we're taking our first clove that broke in half when we did our magic skin removing technique. We're going to take this and make minced garlic. This one naturally has a cut at the bottom because a piece broke off. I would normally cut that off to make it flat to sit on the cutting board. Here's this little mini piece. We won't need to make any inserts sideways, so we'll be able to approach it just straight up. Remember, 3 fingers, 1 in front, 2 in the back. Don't cut all the way through, but make small incisions down the garlic. Once you have them lined up like this, you can easily just rock back and forth with your knife and make small minced garlic. If you wanted to go smaller, you'd put them in a pile and you just continually mash them down. You'd make smaller and smaller pieces as you cut through them. Garlic will stick to your knife, so be careful. You might think that you're losing pieces of garlic. Really, they're probably just stuck to your knife. When you have a garlic this size, what you're going to want to do is you want to take your knife, insert it to the side, and you want to approach the bottom, right? So you want to make these little slices. You'll get individual little layers. All right, so I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go like this, facing toward the base of it. And I'm just going to make about 3 little cuts on the side. Then I'm going to insert my knife like I showed you last time in the same way we did with the onion, almost to the back. Then we'll rock our knife using our knuckles all the way down, creating a really beautiful mincing of the garlic. You can rock all the way through with slices, then pull them off sideways and mince them down. This mincing is going to be fantastic in all kinds of beautiful Asian dishes. If you're making salt and pepper shrimp or garlic mashed potatoes, this is going to be perfect for that because this is going to cook very quickly due to its size, and it's also going to leave really beautiful textural garlic components. And for mashed potatoes, you want something that doesn't have large garlic textural components, so you're going to want to use this or you're going to want to use crushed garlic. Personally, I like garlic that's minced still, so I have a little bit of garlic texture, but that's up to preference. Best way to get this skin off is taking, rolling it between our hands, loosening up all of that skin. You can see it flying off like that. And look at that. At the end, we have just a tiny little piece to take off, and the rest of it is already skinned. Second cut, slicing. This one is pretty easy for the garlic. 1 finger in front, 2 in the back, just like so. And use that to guide your knife. You're using the weight of the knife to do the cutting. You're not putting any force of it at all. So you'll use your front, and you can get these beautifully paper thin. Much like the onion slices, you can dictate what size you want in your cuts. Now look at this. You can have a beautiful fanning of sliced garlic. And these can be used in any dish where you want bigger texture for garlic to be still inserted. If you saute these down with a little bit of sugar, or you roast them with a little bit of sugar, you can oftentimes mix them with nuts. Many times people use almonds and garlic in the same shape, shaven like this, with green beans, and that seems to be a popular favorite for many people. Alright, last but not least, the third technique, crushed or smashed garlic. This one still has its skin on, so we need to figure out a way to get this skin off. I told you guys I would show you a second technique, and here it is. You'll take your knife, and you'll hold it relatively similar to the way you'll do it. You're going to place it over your garlic. Use the back of your hand to smash it, okay? Be very careful because your blade is sharp, obviously, but 1 smash. That will flatten the garlic out, as you can see. Some of the skin will already come off, but the best part is look at that. The skin will slide right off. When you're chopping this garlic, for crushed garlic or smashed garlic, now you can see where it got its name, you can make small slices like we did in the last one. You'll do the similar thing to when you minced it. You'll take it down even smaller in pieces. Once we get it down into about a medium mince, this is where the fun starts. So you'll get it down to a medium mince, and you'll build a tower of garlic. Here's the trick that many people don't tell you. You want to take a little bit of kosher salt. This is what I use to cook. You're going to take a little bit of kosher salt and sprinkle it all over this garlic. Now you don't need a lot, you just need enough kosher salt to add texture. Texture is going to help you grit down this garlic. It's also going to help you remove some of that liquid, so just the garlic oil remains. You're going to use a swiping motion, okay? And see how I'm flattening out the garlic here? You'll bring it all back together, chop a couple more times, chop, 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 get all the way through it into smaller pieces, get it all into the garlic tower once again, and you'll take your blade and run it through again. Even do it once or twice before you chop again. And if you guys can see that, it's getting really oily on my board. Look at that. It's getting really oily all over here. And that's because you're releasing all those fantastic oils. When you guys do this next, you're going to be able to smell more garlic smell than you've ever smelled just chopping your garlic. And it is really beautiful. Get it into your tower again and start at the tip. And push, push, push. Get that thing spread out. All this oil and garlic is everywhere. Look at that. And you guys can see, if you keep working this, work, work, work. I said I work, 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 work. As you guys can see, if you just keep working that, garlic, you'll get to what looks to be almost paste-like. And this is essentially what garlic paste ends up being right here, is mashed garlic. Look at that. The oils have been fully released. They're now on the outside coating the rest of the material. And look at that. You're just getting this beautiful mashed garlic. That is the third approach to garlic. You can use it in things where you want to build a sauce based in garlic. Alfredo would be this because it would cook down and create almost a simple texture that would be very similar to your cream. And the finer you get it, the more this paste will cook into a dish versus leaving